Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, it's on itch.io. And if you want to support them and get more up-to-date versions or, the newest versions earlier, then support them on their Patreon. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we went to eat food with Lake Sun and, talked with him, and then lost our key, and Lake helped us, and then now we're just trying to figure out things. A wave of cold air hits me when I exit the building, making me shiver. The snow is falling relentlessly. Chill winds blow through the tree branches like the harpist gently pulling strings. Our bus has left already, so the janitor's car is the only one staying there in the parking lot. I hope that the bus driver made it to town without any problems. Walk through the parking lot and into the woods, leaving a trail of deep paw prints in the fresh snow behind me. I inhale deeply. The air is perfectly clean and full of smells: pines, wet moss, snow, and needle-covered paths. Needle? Yeah. I grew up surrounded by forest, and I always loved exploring them. Some of the smells here don't seem familiar, but I still feel at home here. The only thing I hear is the sound of snow crunching under my paws and the slight whisper of the wind. I am just on the edge of the woods, so the forest here isn't dense, and between the branches I can see the gray sky hanging heavily above me. It feels good to be here. Living in the city, it's easy to forget how nice it is to be surrounded by nature. I take out an instant camera I still have with me from my bag and turn it on, and holding in my extended arms, I point the lens at my snout. Click. I have to wait for it to develop. I stash it quickly in the bag, together with my camera, and close it. Good thing the key didn't come out with the camera, because he would have lost it. Because, spoilers, the key's in the bag. I close my eyes and listen to the wind. I silence my thoughts and switch my attention to my surroundings. Deep breaths now. In and out, slowly. There's a lot of... there's maybe at least 2, maybe 3 visual novels I read at least recently where they're like, breathe in, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. The other one I can remember is Major Minor. I stand still. The wind rustles through the branches, blowing off the snow, slowly accumulating snow from them. Right now the forest is still, but everything around me is brimming with life. All the bugs on the ground, all the trees around me, every tuft of moss and blade of grass. They all breathe together with me in a steady rhythm. I'm happy where I am right now. I open my eyes and shake off the snow from my snout. If not for the temperature, I could just stand here and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, but I'm starting to feel cold. Still nowhere as cold as it gets in Finland in winter. Thanks to the proximity of the sea, this part of the country has a mild climate, but it is not a temperature I would call comfortable. Something must be wrong with the Finnish genes, because I much prefer warmer weather. Okay, let's see how the photo came out. Femboy. I have to say I'm proud of this one. It might be my favorite photo of myself yet. Shivering a bit, I decide to keep moving and feel warmer, so I don't just stand there. Walking through the trees calm me down and feel much better now. I shake off the rest of the snow accumulating, short walk and my hair turn around, walking back to the guest house. Walking much faster now, back to the guest house in maybe 2 minutes. And now to meet husband-o-san? Back in the warm side. I walk up to one of the sofas in the lobby and flop onto it unceremoniously. It looks like some books I wanted to read with me. I took some books I wanted to read with me. I'd be really happy if I had some of them with me now. I need to remember to bring some on my next adventure, personally. But of course left them back in my room. Only now, it really hits me, they won't be able to use anything I left there. Include my DSLR, the books I have taken, my headphones, or even my pajamas. It's at least mildly comforting that it's only for today. Thankfully, I have my phone with me. Now that I think of it, I do have some ebooks to download on it. I don't remember which ones. I take my phone out of my pocket and click the side button. The screen turns on, showing me a photo of the sea I'd taken in Greece, and I've been using as wallpaper ever since. I would use a wallpaper for my stuff, but I like the horny ladies. I suddenly remember something important. I've written my mother a message since I arrived. I might be living by myself now, in another country on top of that. That still makes her more concerned about me. If I didn't write her a message, she would call me soon. I don't feel like talking to her right now. If I told her about the key, she would just shout at me for a while, and then call every few hours to get an update. I'd type a quick message to her. Hi, we arrived safely. That should do. I press the send button and lean back into sighing. At the corner eye, I see movement from the other end of the lobby. I turn my head in that direction. I finally know someone sitting on the sofa. The increasingly flirtatious Torulf, which I chose over the other one since, let's see, there's Devin and there's Bjorn. Devin would be the next one I'd choose. Bjorn would be the last one because, I don't know. He doesn't seem... I've said it before, I wouldn't say bland. Like, I can't think of a personality for him. Personally, if I had to choose anyone, like, there would be Rune, and then there would be Miko, and then there would be, like, Jorgen would be an interesting one to do, but he's not finished. Well, Miko, like, Jorgen. It says Torulf's not finished, but this has Torulf's second day, so you know. I don't think I recognize him. He's a tiger like me, wearing loose-fitting black tank top. He's sitting on a sofa, in a relaxed position, looking at me. There's a certain area of nonchalance about him. He suddenly stands up and approaches me confidently, his tail making broad swings behind him as he walks. Well, hello there. Always nice to meet a fellow tiger. Name's Torulf, and you? I sit up before replying, feeling strangely vulnerable under his gaze. I'm Dark. Nice meeting you too. Torulf points out a spot on the sofa. May I? Now, do I have to click? Okay. Before I have a chance to reply, he sits down beside me, taking a relaxed position again. Wow, he is really forward. Nice little eyebrow thing. Usually you don't see it. I know it's not as much as redesign an entire sprite, but you usually don't see those tiny little changes when they do sprites. So, tell me about yourself. What do you study? I'm from Finland, and I moved here this year. I'm studying cognitive science. Oh, a freshman. How cute. A shame we're not in the same department. I would rail you against every wall. I nod meekly, somewhat at a loss for words. A shame, yeah. So, what are you studying? Experimental biology. Apparently, they're thinking about turning us into humans, an extinct species. But that's not really interesting. Better tell me where can I find you usually? On campus, I guess. I live in the dormitory, so I spend most of my time on the university ground. I live further away in the city center. I have my own flat. Hey, you could visit me sometime. I would like to see my friend play this, because my friend's a social butterfly and is very emotionally experienced and all that stuff and can read people. I want to see him react to this motherfucker. You're cute, you know? He winks at me. Am I being flirted with? I don't think anyone has ever flirted with me before, let alone this openly. It feels kind of nice. First I was like, it's kind of nice. Not gonna go back, but it is kind of nice to get flirts, you know? As long as somebody knows boundaries. Granted, this guy's pushing boundaries. I don't even know how to respond to him, so instead I just stare at him. I really am pathetic sometimes. It certainly flatters me though. He is good looking, I have to admit it. He has a nice lean body, and his clothes show it off nicely. I gulp. It would be nice to get a tank top at the gym, or at least something that I could use personally that has a lot less surface area, because when I'm on the treadmill, I live in Texas, hot, humid, I sweat so much. And, lean body. Like, I burn like 400 calories in 30 minutes. Not particularly the easiest. Anyways, suddenly another figure enters the lobby. Lake? He notices us and starts walking in our direction. Torf stands up to greet him. Oh, right. This isn't because we hung out with Lake, it's because this is the thing that happens. Hey, Torulf, I got your jacket. Oh, hi, Dark. What a surprise. You two know each other? Now we do. We've just met and chatted a bit. Thank you, Lake. You're really invaluable. Lake passes the jacket to him, the jacket and key. Oh, so we're friends? Good enough friends that Torulf sent Lake to fetch him his jacket. Frankly, I don't know much about Lake's friends. When I was visiting him, he was always either alone or with his roommate. I'm just kind of, like, before I felt off about this thing right here, but now I'm just kind of feeling like I'm feeling even more off, even though we're gonna be doing this guy. Kind of surprised to see him being friends with this tiger, though. He looks older than Lake for sure. Must be a senior already. How did Lake get to know him? We were going to go outside for a walk together, but I left my jacket in my room. It'd be nice talking to you, Dark. I'll catch you later, okay? Sure, have a nice walk, you two. Thank you, Dark. If you want to go to the sauna after we're done, I'm definitely up for it. They leave through the entrance door, so I'm left alone in the lobby, which is also kind of weird because Lake's been on me. Like, well, I've been picking him, kind of. But he was also on me when I had my key and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, so what's going on? Why did he just yeet? Phew. Leaned back on the sofa to finally relax. I didn't even notice it got so tense. This was really something else. Torulf is an interesting guy. He didn't really tell me much about himself, did he? Just that he studies experimental biology and has his own flat, and that he finds me cute. I blush again. Well, he is handsome too. He told me he will catch me later, so I should expect to meet him again. I hope it won't be as awkward as our pretty, yeah, one-sided conversation now was. I was reading pretty as in, like, you know, physically attractive, but it was pretty as in, like, you know, a pretty big deal kind of thing. So let me just reset myself since I'm here. Sometimes Facebook just gets all over the place. Sometimes it's good. Anyways, tiger sex. Close my eyes and let my thoughts wander. Roman, I thought about opening an ebook. I don't feel like reading right now. Just a bit too much happening lately. So until the end of the day, I have to find myself another room to stay in. I can always ask Miko. He's for sure would agree. Things are a bit weird between us though, especially after a 3-year gap in our friendship. I still have the whole day to ask others. I have already managed to make some new friends here. It could be a good occasion to befriend someone closer. Yeah, I don't have to make any decisions right now. I will leave that for the evening. What should I do now? Now let's see. Jorgen, Travis, Bjorn, Klaus. Klaus is that cat person. And we're not gonna be dating him. So we might want to check out Klaus. Might as well. I might have just been on a walk. I don't feel like sitting around the guest house all day, so I'll go on another one. It's gonna be outside the city again. I want to make the best of that time. Of course, I'm not going to just sit indoors. I won't let some snow and mild cold stop me. Take that, you snow! I mean, damn, it's cold. A particularly strong gust of wind makes me shiver uncontrollably. If I had a coat, I could stay here longer, but definitely not in the clothes I have on me currently. Besides, it's too cold to stay outside. I return to the cozy guest house. Oh. Interesting. They really have that cat not locked off. So I guess, yeah, if we pick the things we had before, which was either talking to Rune and Coach, and either, you know, talking to Coach and he giving me his jacket, or to Rune and he giving me his jacket, then we'd be able to do that. But interesting. So I guess it would be Klaus. I guess we could check out Bjorn. I for sure do not want to spend the whole day sitting on the couch here again. I haven't seen even half the guest house. I have nothing better to do anyway, so why not start exploring now? I haven't really taken a good look at the common space near the rooms, and I wasn't yet in part of the guest house, with the saunas and the swimming pool. There's also a terrace on the outside, and probably some other spaces I'm not even aware of. I'll go check out the sauna first. I am really curious about how it looks. Question mark? I think I can hear some rustling behind the cafeteria door. My curiosity wins, and I walk up to it, looking through the gap. Inside, I see the bear I've met before, sitting at the table, writing something on a notebook he's holding. He's completely focused on writing, his tongue poking out the side of his muzzle. Speaking of which, before I go out on an expedition, I need to buy more paper and pencils. Or, those clicky things. Even in that blep, he still looks imposing. With the blep. Nah. Oh, I can't do that tongue thing. It happened that one time. I could go in and say hi, but he seems busy. Maybe it's not the best moment. I reckon inside to the door creaks loudly, alerting the bear. He attacks me and mauls me. No, wait, he looks in my direction, notices me immediately. Hey there? What's up? Are you looking for someone? I enter the cafeteria and close the door behind me, feeling somewhat embarrassed. Oh, I was just exploring the guest house when I heard some rustling here. If you want to be alone, I can just continue. Oh, hey, it's you, the guy you met before on the stairs. Oh yeah. There puts his notebook down, and jumps off the table, approaching me with his arm outstretched. I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name is Bjorn. It's one thing I need, a social class. One that's like, this is how you greet somebody, because I'm not well, I might be a bit of a shut-in. Not really a shut-in, like I don't go and do stuff, just not, traveling a whole bunch, just kind of lose friends and stuff like that. But it's like, you forget to, I don't know, shake hands or something like that. I'm Dark. Good to meet you again. Also, my parents aren't or at least my dad isn't exactly a social butterfly either. We shake paws. Okay, which is a bit comical, as his paw is almost twice as big as mine. He isn't even that much taller than me, but somehow everything about him seems huge. And likewise. Sorry for leaving you here like that, but I don't like leaving my bags unattended. Oh wait, weren't you your friend of Miko? Yes, do you know him? We just met earlier today, at lunch. He mentioned it to you in the conversation, and then I saw him snuggling with some tiger in the corridor. Ooh? I just met him earlier today, at lunch. He mentioned you in the conversation, and then I saw him snuggling with some tiger in the corridor. Oh, maybe it was me. I was thinking of, thing, but then it was like, oh, snuggling with some tiger. I mean, maybe he means snuggling, but maybe he could have just mean we just kind of being next to each other, because we were in the corridor. Only now I put two and two together. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, what's between you two? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, are you two boyfriends or something? God, I kind of miss being in relationships. I blink in confusion. Boyfriend? We're quite close, also physically, which isn't really unusual for Scandinavians. But is this how it looks from the outside? I feel a weird sensation in my stomach. There was this time in my life where I really wanted that to be true, but that's far behind me. Miko? My boyfriend? Why would you even think that? Well, you are quite physical with each other, that's all. He kept glancing at you during lunch, but I guess he was your boyfriend, then you'd sit together. And then I saw you two hugging in the corridor, so I assumed that. If you really aren't together, then I'm sorry. He's my friend from middle school. We just know each other well. Wait, why are you even interested in that? Bjorn shrugs, indeed looking quite indifferent. But just my curiosity. I'm not going to steal him from you. Not yet. Don't worry. Well, that's an interesting face. I hope I didn't poke a nerve or anything. If it's a sensitive topic for you, then I am sorry. I'm not sorry. I blush at his words. I really hope he doesn't notice. He's got one thing right, though. I am attracted to men. I still don't know if I'm gay or bisexual, but I know I'm not straight. Hella not straight. Nope. Demisexual or What is demisexual anyways? Yeah, I would actually have to look that up and then probably think of the meaning. Because there are some times when I look up stuff and I'm like, I'm gonna have to find another definition and understand. It's all a bit confusing to me. I'm pretty open about it now, but it took me some time to get there. He was particularly right. I indeed had a crush on Miko. But that was near the end of the middle school, and it's all in the past now. He took me completely by surprise and had no idea how to even respond. I might be gay, but I'm not with Miko. And maybe keep it to yourself for now, okay? Sure thing. In fact, we're all gay. Like, let's see. Rune, gay. Devin, gay. Bjorn, which is me, gay. Torulf, gay. Miko, gay. Lake, gay. Jorgen, gay. Probably everyone else's, even Klaus. Time for a tactical change of topic. Tactical nuclear change of topic. So what are you doing here? Oh, that's an easy one. I came here because I hoped that someone didn't take their sunshine roll. Then I came here, but when I came here all the food was already gone. But I liked it here, so I stayed. Do you know that feeling you get when you visit spaces that were always crowded, but now they're completely empty? I love that feeling, and this place just feels like that. What is that feeling? The Germans must have a name for it. I'm sure there must be a name for that. One of those that you see in the articles, like 10 obscure emotions that actually exist or something. I nod. Yeah, I can definitely feel that too. Liminal space? Sorry? Liminal space. That's what people call it. It feels frozen in time and slightly unsettling, but also familiar and oddly calm. I heard that term some time ago, but in this context, it no longer really has anything to do with actual liminality. Liminality is a state that occurs at the threshold before crossing it completely, but after the point of no return. It was coined by an astrophysicist to describe the state of ambiguity occurs during the transitional parts of rites of passages. You're boring him, probably. That is, between the metaphorical death, leaving certain phase behind, and entering into a new phase, changed. That's a lot of information in not many sentences. Where'd you read about that? That was part of what we learned in our course. We have some basics of anthropology. Okay, maybe not bored, but in one ear out the other. I thought cognitive science would be a bit close to neurobiology, but maybe our fields aren't that similar after all. Heh, probably. I look at the closed notebook on the table beside Bjorn. It's been intriguing me since I've entered the room. By the way, what were you writing? I gesture at the notebook, and Bjorn glances back at it, looking somewhat uncomfortable with the question. Nothing much, I'm just noting down some ideas. Right? I mean, we're not going to be dating him, at least not this run. I tilt my head, looking at him quizzically. Ideas for what? Graphic visual novel, extremely graphic, hentai. I'm working on a story. A story? So, are you like a writer? No, I'm not a writer, definitely. So what's the first thing you're working on? Not exactly. He seems to be uncomfortable with this topic. I think it would be best if I drop it for now. No, don't! You need to know. So, what are you doing later? Oh, I thought about asking Travis for a game of snooker, but if you'd be up for it, we could play together. Oh right, Coach mentioned that there was a table there. Why not? I've seen a few matches in my life. I always wanted to try. I still have a couple things to do. If you want to play, I'll be back in my room. Maybe 15 minutes? Room number 14. Just knock. Okay. I'll leave you for now and think about it. Later then. See you. At least just think about it. Leave the cafeteria and walk around the guest house some more. The rest of the walk is continuing as uneventful. Torulf. Damn. We don't exactly have enough time for that, though. Because we have unknown amount of time to do that. And actually, there is one thing I do want to look at. Just to be sure. For when we do, Bjorn's roots. Back up, back up, back up, back up. I think it might be there. Cafeteria Bjorn. Let's talk to the piss people. Common space Torulf. Okay. Though I guess if we are hanging with Bjorn, then we'd go with Bjorn and then Bjorn again. Right? Right. So anyways, end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys, I like comments, so much you like, dislike, tips, tricks, as always. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the rest of grow. And please remember expanding your animals to help control the pet population. And until next time, on another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Don Chorus. See ya.